who is abruptly posted for 3 months to India to train employees at the call center in India. David has never lived in India before, and hence is apprehensive of his impending visit. In fact, he is very cynical of his country of origin. The play tracks and follows David's experiences in India. Right from the time he lands at the airport and encounters a trickster, to his interactions with his fellow colleagues at the company, he realizes that whilst the culture and social values in India are very different from Britain, they are not necessarily better or worse. They are just different. And eventually, he ends up appreciating the differences. You will also enjoy the hilarious efforts of an Indian employee at the call center to make his first sale. Please join us in following David on his adventures in India.
David! Great news. I've got an incredibly exciting opportunity for you, and you're exactly the man for the job. I've just had a call from the cheeses out there at the head office, and they tell me they're terribly impressed with your team and your outstanding achievements to date. Did you know that you're the only manager in the whole of Stargate to consistently go over target? Work like that gets noticed, and rightly so. David, I'm delighted to tell you that you are being promoted to the General Manager of Training Activities. We want you out there to do what you do best, make sales. Right? If all our employees hit half of the conversion rates, profit margins would go through the roof. Well, David, you'll see an £8,000 rise in your pay packet per annum and a new car from our executive range. Beep, beep. David, let me tell you, it's offers like these and people like you that make my job so enjoyable. Well, you start straight away with a 3-month stint at Stargate, India. You start on Monday. See ya.
India? But... I can't go to bloody India.
Oh, Davy, baby, stop being so dramatic. Of course you can. It's a great thing to do.
I've got things to do.
Like what?
Well, that's not the point. They can't just say, congratulations, and off I go to India, and not expect there to be any problems. I'll just clear my life for you then. Yes, sir, no problem, sir.
They're paying you loads. I think it's a great thing to do. And won't it be nice to go home for a bit?
What?
I mean, find out where you came from.
Sue, I come from Bracknell, my home. I come from Bracknell. I was born in Ascot. My home is Great Hollands, Sainsbury's, and the Point.
But what about your family? Now, they didn't all come from Bracknell, did they?
That's not the point. And anyway, my family's different from most Indian families. We don't hold much truck with all that stuff.
Well, why don't you look at it as an all expenses paid holiday. And won't it be nice to get away from here for a bit?
Point taken. I don't know any Indians apart from you. You can't stand the food. Well, worse than your sandwiches. Can I have more ketchup on that?
Hey, well, if you want, we can swap. I'll go to India and you can sell sandwiches.
Point taken. Come on, Sue. India. I feel like a fish out of water. I'm just going to tell them to stuff it.
Oh, David. Can I be frank with you?
Of course.
Well, I think you'd have to be a complete prat to miss out on this opportunity. Think about it. For the last 3 years, you've been banging on at me because you don't seem to be going anywhere or doing anything. The only thing that keeps you going is work. The rest of the time, you're a rather sad young man who hangs around old ladies and sandwich bags, instead of getting out there and living a bit. You don't have any hobbies, you don't belong to any clubs, you eat vast amounts of fast food, you don't have a girlfriend, you tell crappy jokes, you like fast cars and fast women, you're incredibly tight, you live in a bedsit with your mom, and those friends that you do have only speak to you because you're the boss.
I'll see you when I get back then. Oh yeah, the sandwiches suck!
NRI Bakra looks like a non-resident Indian land. Can make some money off it.
Typical Indians.
Excuse me, sir. Me Chunilal Gupta. You from America?
No, England.
England! I know England. My mother's cousin sister's brother-in-law went to England in 1970s. In Leicester, I know. England, lot of Bollywood movies show England. Big Ben, London, and Millennium Square.
Millennium Dome.
Dome, huh? Okay, Dome. Tell me, you for the first time come to India? You know, you need some rupees, huh? That government office over there not give you very good rate for pound. I will give you good rate, 70 rupees for 1 pound. How many pounds you need, sir?
No, really, I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, huh? Okay. I'll give you 65 rupees. Is that all right, sir?
No, really, I'm okay. Really.
Okay, all right. Let me show you something else. See, you come for the first time to India, you don't go empty-handed. This is a statue of Lord Ganesha. It is our Indian deity of auspicious nature. I'll tell you what, it is export quality, only for selling overseas. I will give it to you for 5,000 rupees, okay?
No, really, thanks. I'll be alright, thanks.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you what, last price, I will give you for 4,000 rupees. But let's finish it off.
Hey, shoot, Charlie Jack, come on, jump.
God, what a day, huh? What a NRI fellow.
welcome. Oh my God, that's so
Hello, David.
That's right.
Hi, I'm Jo, manager of sales. I'll be looking after you while you're here. So, how was your flight?
Great, actually. Not a single hiccup.
Oh, glad to hear it. And how are you finding India so far?
Well, to be honest, I haven't seen much apart from the inside of my hotel room. But I'd quite like to see some of the sights. As if I get any time off. I've been going over your team's history, and forgive me for being rude, but they suck.
You're telling me. It's going to be hard work, all right. It's taken me this long to get this far. But first, I must warn you, the people here are very different.
How do you mean?
Well, they have different ways of doing things.
I don't understand.
I mean, they're not as forward as we are. I mean, they're local and they're lovely, but they're a bit set in their ways.
You're not local.
Christ, no! I was sent here by Mr. Gann when he visited the centre in Bracknell. He made me an offer I could not refuse. I'm only here for 3 months, and that was a year ago. Mr. Gann? Yes, he runs Stargate India.
Of course. I read about him on the web.
A brilliant man, but a bit persuasive.
I don't care how persuasive he is. I'm here for 3 months, and 3 months only.
That's what I said. But remember, all work and no play makes David a very dull boy.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, never mind. But if ever you want to see the sights, you know where to ask.
Thanks. We go to the floor now?
We could do, but it's a bit cold. I prefer the sofa. Let's see. Come on. Building, and then we'll get started.
You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, no.
This is a different order. Let's continue for that idea.
Oh, hello. Hello. May I speak with Mr. Jones, please? Yes, Mr. Larry Jones. That's right. Oh, do you know when he'll be back, please? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'll make sure I remove his details from our database. Sorry? Mrs. Jones. Well, if she insists, okay. Hello, Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones, how are you today? How are you coping? You're not coping? Well, I understand it must be a big shock to the system. Actually, I asked for Mr. Jones, but since he's not there, the young man passed me on to you. No, that's all right, Mrs. Jones. No, shall I call you back at another time, Mrs. Jones? No, well, Mrs. Jones, you need to speak up a bit. I couldn't quite hear you. What's going on? It's a wake. I'm called in middle of a wake. I'm sorry, Mrs. Jones. Perhaps I should call you back another time? No, Mrs. Jones. Well, if you really want to know, my name is Bob and I'm calling from Mecca Cola, a new brand of cola taking England by storm, and we are stocked by already over 20,000 outlets in the UK. And we had Mr. Jones as a proprietor of a chain of shops, and we thought he might be interested in a promotional offer. Yeah, I understand he wouldn't be very interested now. Yeah, I bet he was a man with great stock takes, a very diligent man. Yeah. So as we are speaking, Mrs. Jones, would you have the name of the person who's taken over from Mr. Jones? Yes, Mrs. Jones, life does go on. We all have work to do. I'm so glad you understand that. So do you have that name, Mrs. Jones? Well, that's you, isn't it? So this wasn't a wasted phone call at all. So I got straight to the main woman of Jones's stores, and as I said, I'm calling on behalf of Mecca Cola. Our cola tastes twice as fizzier as Coca-Cola and has got a superior taste. And as a promotional offer, we're giving away a set of Mecca Cola glasses for every crate that you order from us. So how many would you like to order? Well, that's fantastic, Mrs. Jones. I never had anyone go straight for the gun like that. Jones's stores are in great hands, I can tell. Yes, how many would you like to order? 30 crates as a starting point for all of your major stores. Well, that's really fantastic, Mrs. Jones. And you know what? For this fantastic support of yours, we would like to give away a week's holiday at a Hilton resort of your choice. So how does that sound? Yes, I shouldn't be actually giving this away to you. It's only for customers who order over 500 crates, but in this exceptional circumstances, this is the least I can do. Thank you, Mrs. Jones. I'll send out the paperwork to you by tomorrow noon. Yes, Mrs. Jones. Thank you. Yes, so is there anything else I can do for you, Mrs. Jones, before I leave? Oh. You want us to provide you with a bottle of poison so that you could kill yourself at a resort. Well, I dare say, Mrs. Jones, that will definitely create a lot of publicity for Mecca Cola. Yes, Mrs. Jones, goodbye. I'll call you back another day. Yes, Mrs. Jones. And I'll be sure to have a bottle of cola up my ass when I call. Thank you, Mrs. Jones.
Hello, David.
Oh, Mr. Grange.
Everything going okay?
Well, I must admit, it's been a lot of hard work, but we're getting there slowly.
I see that the sales have reached an all-time high of 4% since you've been here. That's quite an achievement.
Well, yes and no, you see. I'm not used to this. We should at least be hitting 10% by now. There's something missing.
How do you mean?
Well, I don't know the best way to describe it, but these people are rubbish on the phone. Don't get me wrong, these people are really delightful, keen and lovely to work with, but they don't know how to improvise.
You mean make things up?
Sort of.
How long have you been with us?
About a month now.
And have you travelled or seen anything of India since you've been here?
You kidding me? I've been here 24/7.
David, my daughter is organising a birthday party. And I've invited the entire family to a dinner near a restaurant near my house. I want you to come along. Spend some time with us. It's not all work out here, you know. I think you could do it having some fun.
Thanks, but I'm not really good in those situations.
This isn't a request, David. I think it will help you with your work. To understand the animal, you have to spend time getting to know it. You understand?
Thanks, but I do know all there is to know about this job.
It's not the job I'm talking about. I'll get Joe to bring you down with her. I find her the most exquisite company in situations like this. She has a special way of putting things into perspective.
You can say that again.
Great! I look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
Oh, hello. Can I speak with Mrs. Wolfenstein, please? Hello, Mrs. Wolfenstein. My name is Bob and I'm calling from Mecca Cola. How are you doing today? Oh, that was very nice of you to say so. What was that? Ah, thank you, Mrs. Wolfenstein. Very nice of you. Well, Mrs. Wolfenstein, this call is regarding a new product called Mecca Cola, a new brand of cola taking England by storm. And for all our existing clients who introduce Mecca Cola to their shelves before the end of October, we're giving away a week's holiday at a Hilton resort of your choice. Sorry, Mrs. Wolfenstein, I couldn't quite hear you for the rain. Oh, you're in the bathroom. Oh, sorry. Can you tell me a time when I could call? When you're in the bathtub? I'm sorry, Mrs. Wolfenstein. I don't think I could do that. Can you please let me know a suitable time? You know what, Mrs. Wolfenstein, what I have to say to that? I think you should wash your mouth out and have a very, very cold shower, Mrs. Wolfenstein. Thank you very much. I'll call back another day. Yes, at about the same time. No. Damn.
Hello, David. Thought I saw you just sloping off here. Got a light?
Sure, Joe. I never knew you smoke.
Thanks.
They taste better when you light them with matches.
Pardon?
Something my mum told me once. I laughed at the time, but she was right.
Sounds like a very wise lady.
Wouldn't call it that. Hard work and lovely. Not too bright.
What about your father?
Wasn't around for long.
Any other family?
No, just me and my mum. They disowned her when she got pregnant, and that was that. Stuck 2 fingers up, and here I am.
Good for her. So, David, are you all set for the weekend?
Oh, don't remind me. Don't know how he talked me into that. Sounds like hell.
Oh, he's great like that.
Somehow he made it relevant to my job. To know the beast, you must first understand it. Knock, knock. Anyone home?
Oh, sorry. Must have drifted off.
I keep doing that. Is this place so quiet and calming? Somehow just nod off.
No, it's not that. The company's dull.
Oi! Point taken. Okay, I've got a question for you. How come girls sit in one corner and the boys sit 2 rows away from them? They don't even interact with one another.
Well, we're interacting now, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, we're different. I mean, we're not local. I find it all...
A bit weird?
No, humbling really. I quite like the sense of stillness.
Well, don't sit too still or Mr. Gann will have your nuts on the plate. It takes a while to get used to it, but once you do, it makes you a stronger person.
How do you mean?
Oh, never mind. Come on, let's go. The break's almost over. The new boss is very particular about time.
I'm the new boss.
Exactly. Come on then.
I was wondering if you don't mind, if you could leave a bit early on Saturday. There are some sights I'd quite like to see.
Are you asking me out for a date? Well, in that case, the answer is yes. I'll meet you at the end of the road at 9, and that should leave us plenty of time.
Right at the end of the road?
Oh no, it's not you. It's just that I don't want people seeing us go out together. You know how rumors start.
Is she okay?
Ooh, oh, her. That's just Kate. Don't mind her. She cries at everything.
How come I've never seen her before? She looked really upset. Quite cute as well.
That's because she's got as much personality as a wet fish. She won't last long here.
Don't be nasty. I'm going to go and say hello. Are you okay?
Oh, hi, Kate. Did somebody say boo to you? Oh, by the way, that dress looks really nice on you. It suits your image of a dilapidated relic. Anyway, I'll meet you at the end of the road at 9, and don't be late, because I won't wait.
Are you okay?
Oh, I can't do this job anymore. I'm useless at it. I haven't made a single sale all week.
Don't worry. Practically everyone here is rubbish at this job.
Oh, that doesn't make me feel any better.
Come on, you've got to look at the bright side. If you weren't so bad at this job, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Oh, what do you mean?
I'm over from England. I'm here to train everybody. Probably we've met before.
Oh, you must be David.
Yes, and you are?
Kate.
Very nice to meet you, Kate.
Welcome, David. Sure. Would you like a drink?
I'd love a beer.
That'd be lovely.
So, did you have a good trip?
Fantastic, actually. I arranged to meet up with Joe a bit earlier on to see some of the sights. I never realised how beautiful India really is.
It's a magnificent country. So, tell me, have you ever been to an Indian birthday party before?
Only my own, but they've never really been traditional. Over recent years, they've amounted to Pizza Hut in the pub.
Sounds fantastic. I love Pizza Hut. Come, let's meet everybody. Hi. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, may I thank all of you today for coming here at this special day. 18 today! What can I say? It seems like only minutes before her beautiful little face was staring up at me, full of surprise and wonder. And I remember thinking to myself, what will become of her? Where shall she go? What shall she do? I suppose she doesn't want me to know half of it. Still, I'm proud of my daughter. I'm proud that she had the courage to finish her studies in England, and delighted that she chose to move back home to the strength of her family and carve her own path in life.
Here, here.
It's a great day for me today, because as of today, my little girl has grown up. And I hope you'll all join me in wishing her the very best for the future. So please, raise your glasses and join me in a toast to my daughter, Kavita.
To Kavita!
Have a nice time, darling. Oh, what do you think of those pizza?
You never told me it was your birthday today, or that Mr. Gann was your father.
Well, you never asked. It doesn't matter anyway.
It does to me. He's my boss.
He's my father, and this is just typical of him. He didn't even tell me that he invited you.
I hope it's a good surprise then.
I've had worse. Oh,
Happy birthday, Kavita.
thank you.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What?
I saw you kissing Kavita. Are you mad? Her dad will go ballistic.
It was only a birthday kiss. Nothing serious.
Rubbish. That kiss had intentions behind it.
And so what if it did? What's it got to do with you?
Nothing, but I'm just warning you, that's all. Don't get involved with Kavita. Her dad may seem like a nice man, and he's treating you well, but he has different rules for his family. He's only keeping you here because he wants you to train his staff. And once you've done that, he won't think twice about getting you sacked. Especially if you're carrying on with his daughter.
Whoa! Slow down a minute, Joe. I'm not carrying on with anything. And anyway, she's much too young for me.
Not here she is, and she's a perfect age for marriage.
Whoa! What's wrong with you, Joe? First I kiss a girl, and now I'm getting married.
Oh, David! Don't be so naive!
What are you two arguing meet some of my colleagues. Oh, Joe! Joe? Oh, Joe. Would you like a cigar, baby?
Love
Oh, hello. May I speak to Mr. Hoisakomo, please? Oh, hello, Mr. Hoisakomo. My name is Bob, and I'm calling from Mecca Cola. That's right, Mecca Cola. Yeah. Sorry, it's a new brand of cola like Coca-Cola, but twice as fizzy. Fizzy. F-I-Z-Z-E-E. Fizzy. You know, like sparkly? Sparkly, S-P-A-R-K-L-E-E, sparkly. Do you understand me now? Good. So many times people don't have a clue what I'm talking to them. I know I have an accent, but my diction is quite clear. Yeah, clear. You know, like water is clear. C-L-E-A-R, clear. Good. I thought we were going to have a problem here then. No, not a real problem. I meant a language problem. Yeah. I'm not shouting at you. You don't have to take that tone with me. I'm just trying to do my job. And it's my job to call people on behalf of Mecca Cola. I'm a Mecca Cola ambassador. Yes, an ambassador from Mecca. Mecca, M-E-C-C-A, Mecca. Yes, and if you don't buy my cola, I shall come down heavily upon you and your family. My wrath shall cause your land to bleed. I shall breathe fire from my nostrils. And my wrath shall not only affect you, but anybody who even knows you or even mentions the name Hoisakomo. So how many crates would you like to order now? Oh, thank you, Mr. Hoisakomo. That's very nice, yes. I'll make sure somebody sees you tomorrow afternoon. And don't forget this act of mercy. Thank you, Mr. Hoisakomo. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Oh my God! I just made a sale!
I can't believe you just did that.
I know. I was listening to the call in my office. You pretended to be an angel of mercy and made the sale. That's his first sale he's made since I've been here.
Well, you have been telling us to improvise.
That's not quite what I meant, but hey, it worked. And what about you, Miss Clever Clogs? Racked up the most sales this last week.
Well, I have had a great teacher.
Takes two to tango. In this time, you'll be in my job no time.
Oh, I don't want that.
So, what do you want then, Lolita?
Oh, please call me Kate.
Sorry. So, what do you want, Kate, then?
I want you.
What do you think you're doing? Come in, Doug, get away from that boy now. Who the hell do you think you are? I said, who the hell do you think you're, Kavita? Go home. Now! David! We have rules here, and for that reason and that reason alone, I'm giving you this warning. Stay away from my daughter. Do you hear me?
Come on.
This is not a laughing matter. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. I would hate to see your impeccable work here tarnished by this one misjudgment.
Don't threaten me.
Call it what you like.
Go Kavita's a grown individual. She can do whatever she likes.
That's right, just not with you.
Why? Aren't I Indian enough for you?
That's not the point.
What is then?
Kavita is engaged.
What?
She's engaged to be married. You met her fiancé at a restaurant. Please, I'm asking you not to pursue this anymore for both families' sake.
I didn't know.
I believe. I believe.
What are you doing here?
I just came to say goodbye.
Come on.
Okay, Mr. Gann sent me here to make sure you get on the plane.
I knew it.
But I was coming anyway. Anyway, are you glad to be going home?
I think I am, though.
Pardon?
I mean, India. It's my home. At first, I didn't even want to come here, but now I've seen it for myself. I still want to spend more time here, and there's so much I still don't understand.
But what's to understand?
Loads. Like the whole Kavita thing. I caused a huge scandal, and I don't think I did anything wrong. I still don't think I did anything wrong. But I just didn't understand, and I want to understand before I make any choices.
But what choice?
About the future. I don't know if I should stay or go. I think, without realising it, I was given a great opportunity. Not in terms of work, but in terms of me. To find out what I'm about. So, I'm just going to stand still for a bit and figure it out.
Well, don't sit too still or rigor mortis will set in.
I'm not joking, Joe.
Well, neither am I. But you've got to remember that the grass always seems greener.
Why are you here, Joe?
Well, I had much the same experience as you're having now when I first came here. I decided I liked it and I wanted to stay. But Christ, there's awful lot of things that I do miss. And to be honest with you, I'm constantly torn between the two places, the past and the present. So I just came to the conclusion that you've got to just believe in what you have now and believe in the miracle that you have now. Does that make sense?
I think so. I'm just going to stand still and see what happens.
Okay. But just don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, Joe, I think. And thank you for all your help.
Hello, my name is Bob, and I'm calling from Mecca Cola.
The grass always seems greener.
Hello, David. I've got an incredibly exciting opportunity for you at Stargate, India.
Oi, well if you want, let's swap.
I want you.
Get away from my daughter, do you hear me?
Yeah.